Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday's edition of Morning Brews. My name is Ryan Smeltz, and today's episode somewhat goes hand in hand with yesterday's episode. We are talking about how to organize your day. So I have a few things written out here. Number one, check all your emails one time throughout the day. Two, respond to all your phone calls and text messages one time throughout the day. You're probably seeing a little bit of a pattern here. Number three, do all your planning one time at the beginning of the day. And then I put 14 minutes. I believe that is 1% of your day. So, number one, check all your emails one time throughout the day. So, I'm guilty of this, and I know you are too. You have notifications on your phone, and most people will respond to emails or read emails on their computer, but probably all people still have email on their phone. I do the same thing. I like to type out and organize my thoughts on the computer. And I always do the thing where you can delay the send. So I might send it in an hour or I might send it tomorrow morning. And that's in case I forgot something or I want to go back and change it. I always send my emails with a delay. So if you ever get an email from me, I typed it at least 1 hour prior, if not more. And once again, that's just so I can stay on top of things. And if I schedule the email, if I think of something I forgot to say or whatever, I can go into it, change it, update it, whatever, send it right away if I want. It doesn't matter. But the point I'm getting at is why, if we're going to check the emails and respond to them and sort through them on our computer, do we need them on our phone? So either take the email clients off your phone, or given that sometimes we do need that mobility, maybe better control the notifications. If you have an iPhone, you can do that with, uh, I want to call it do not disturb, but they let you set up different profiles now. So maybe I have a work profile, so maybe my work profile will allow text messages and phone calls, but not email notifications to come through. The reason I say all this is because I want you to get in the habit of only going through your emails once per day. I would say at a maximum. If you can get it down to, 3 times a week, that's fantastic. I don't think anyone who emails you deserves an instant response. If it was that urgent, they would have your cell phone number and they would have called you. Sometimes there can be time sensitive ones, and that I understand, but I think a maximum of once per day would be more than enough, unless, of course, your job is to read and respond to emails. However, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or just someone who gets a lot of emails, schedule some time. I prefer to do most of my email sorting and responding at the beginning of the day, as there are other things that I am required to do involving email. For example, we get the BOLs in the email, the company email. So I use that time to sort through, you know, my email as well as the company's email, and decide which ones I need to mark as read, delete, spam, unsubscribe, or reply. And then after I determine which ones I need to reply to, I set all those to the side, and that's what I start working on next. But whether you take 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or 1 hour to do your email, stop reading it and responding to it immediately on your phone. I have gotten to the point where my email notification goes off on my phone and I'm picking it up and it's some garbage advertisement. So set the time aside in the morning to go through your emails, or in the evening if you want to do it that way. Don't recommend it. Then you end up, if it takes you longer to handle one of the emails and you don't start till 4 o'clock and you go late, then maybe you're still in the office at 5:30 when you wanted to be home already. If you do it in the morning, if you get caught up, you can either pause, put it aside till the next day, or work on it a little extra. Maybe you cut into a coffee break or a lunch, but you're able to handle it and still get home on time. So that brings me to number 2, respond to all your phone calls and texts at one time throughout the day. I do not call people back unless they text me or leave me a voicemail. The reason I say that, the reason I do that is because I have the warehouse number that goes to my cell phone as well. And so I've had to turn off the spam and bot blockers that my phone company and my cell phone provide, so that I do get calls from trucking companies, whatever, inbound shipments. Sometimes when the warehouse is closed and Amazon tries to deliver, they call me. I'm okay with all those calls. I'm okay if I pick up and it's one of them and I have to explain which store to leave it at. I am not okay with someone who is interested in talking to me who calls me and does not leave a message. So if you call me and I screen your call, then shoot me a text. I almost always reply to text messages. Voicemails, I would say, is 50-50. And calls where a voicemail isn't left, I just don't pay any attention to. I have too many missed calls to bother with them. So I just don't mess with it. But that is just how I handle my telephone communication. How you do it is up to you. But if you schedule time to handle it at one time throughout the day, then if you set up one of those profiles for do not disturb, you can set it up so you can get urgent or emergency calls and text messages, maybe from co-workers who are not on site, or family members like your kids or your husband or wife that you need to hear from, but everyone else can go pound sand until the end of the day. So do all your planning at the beginning of the day. 14 minutes. We talked about this yesterday, and I'm not a math whiz, but I heard Jordan Peterson talk about it before, how 14 minutes is 1% of your day. And for the people who are math whiz, if that is true, then let me know in the comments. Personally, I don't care, because I think even if it's close, spending 1% of your day to plan out the other 99%, that's what Jordan Peterson talks about, that can be very valuable and help avoid catastrophe. So learn to sit down when you get to the office, when you get to the warehouse, when you get to your job, even maybe right when you wake up, before you hit that networking meeting, sit down, take 14, 15 minutes if it makes you feel better, and plan out the rest of your day. It will go much more smooth. I think you'll be better organized and more happy with your results overall. Take 10 minutes at the end of the day and sit down and review it. Let yourself know what you think. If it worked out, do it again. If it did not, then I guess I'm a liar. I've been planning my day out for some time now, and all the successful people do it. So I figure if Jordan Peterson says that it is going to improve things, I think there must be a little bit of truth to that. So take the time, plan your day out. It'll make everything go better. And that is what I have for you today on how to organize your day. I hope this is some help to you. I hope you find some value in this episode and all the episodes of Morning Brews. If you did, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review. Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Most importantly, tell your friends to subscribe as well. My name, as always, is Ryan Smeltz, and I will see you tomorrow on Morning Brews.